Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Autofocus. I am Dan Crafts.
I am Brooke Galligan.
And we are here today with an update to the mobile kit.
Yes. So in a previous episode, we talked about the mobile kits, how you can use them, how they're really easy to use. And we had one kit that was a 2-person desktop kit, but then we've actually upgraded it. So now you can have up to 6 people. And then it doesn't have to be a desktop anymore because these little tripods. So yeah, if you want to see, you want to play with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, here you go.
Exciting.
There's 3. So you can take them apart and then you can push down and then they actually go all the way up till you can have them up. They're basically almost as tall as me. So, which is...
That's not bad.
It's not. It's like 61 inches. But they go almost 60 inches. I think it is about 60 inches. So you just try to pull it down.
They're very mobile.
They are. But they like why we love them for the mobile kit is that they basically just, you can have them. They fit in the bag. You can have 3 of them because we have 3 cameras, which are the Google Pixels that we have right here. So we have 3 cameras. They fit on the tripods with our little camera stands. Yeah, and so that hasn't changed. Like that was part of the 2-person kit. And this is part of the 4-person kit.
And we've got 3 cameras, 3 tripods.
3 cameras, 3 tripods, 3 cell phone holders.
Okay.
And then what changed with the other kits is that we added in 2 sets of wireless mics. So we have the 4-person kit, which is really nice. So these are really
same setup we put in our 4-person kit.
Mm-hmm. So this is the mics for the 4 people. So basically it has 4. You have 4 wireless mics that all connect to one transmitter. Mm-hmm. And so basically you just plug this into one of the cameras, into one of the cameras or the phones. And then you make sure you select the wired mic and this transmitter will capture all 4 of these. So you can have 4 people, they can be wherever you want and it'll capture the audio really, really well. And so that's the 4-person. But then we had someone come in and they were like, we're actually interviewing 6 people. And they're like, we want each person to have their own individual mic. I was like, all right, well, let's see. So we have the mics from the 2-person kit, which is basically, you have our little Movo mics, which are right here. Because now we have Comica mics, we have Movo mics, which are like super small. And I was like, let's test it to see if you can run, the wireless mics from the 4-person and the wireless mics for the 2-person
without the interference.
Run it without the interference. And it turns out you can. It actually sounds really, really great. And so now you can have up to 6 people. And so we actually ended up doing like an interview with 6 people. It was in a barbershop. It was really fun. And the way that we set up the angle is just because when it comes to editing, we wanted to make sure because now you have one camera where it's going to have the audio of four mics, and then you have another camera that's going to have the audio of just 2 mics. And then you have a 3rd camera that has no audio coming into it. It's just ambient audio. And so what we did then is we basically set up one angle is all 4 people because it was just an interview. So we set up the 4-person, which is like, their close-up. We put in 4 people in the frame, and their audio is all together. And so when they're talking, you can just cut to like the close-ups of them. And then the other angle, the other close-up had the 2. And so like instead of 3 and 3, because that would have been difficult to edit.
That would have kind of cross-fed your...
Yeah, one person would have been weird. So basically we ended up just doing the 2-person, which was on the little Movo mics. And then we had a 4-person angle, which is on the Comica mics. And it sounded great, and it looked great, and then it was really easy to edit because.
And you just used the 2 cameras for that one. You didn't set up a 3rd.
We did set up a 3rd because when all of them are laughing, but you don't have to. You can just basically lay that angle over it. Like once you sync it to the audio, you can just lay that. You can just lay that camera angle over the audio, and so you use your wide shot when everybody's laughing and having fun and interacting.
The camera that doesn't have an audio input is your wide shot because you're already getting your closer shots with the audio.
Yep. And so it made it really easy to edit. It made it really, and it sounded good. It looked good. It was a really fun shoot. And so, yeah. So you can actually have, you can have up to 6 mics now without any kind of interference at all. technically, you could probably have 2 of these and have 8 mics, but no one's asked us for 8 people yet. So we are not getting there.
And hopefully they're on different frequencies. We haven't had to try that.
Yeah, we haven't tried that yet, but these transmitters, there's a lot of stuff you can do to it.
And when you're putting up, one camera angle with 4-person mic set, that audio, one camera with 2, you can have a desktop camera and one that is floor-based off here. These do help give you a lot more angle possibilities because of the versatility.
Yeah. So those can be short and they can be tall.
What are these brand-wise? These are
Yeah, it was a Yukos off of, and you can get them off of Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're like $30 and they're super easy. And they have a
great price for the versatility.
Yes, great. So, and then on the edge, you see that there's like the little thing there that actually, it comes with a selfie button. So like if you wanted to like put it on and like attach it to like a phone or something, and you can use that to take pictures.
Okay.
So, I took them off because we don't use it for that, but
it's nice to know they've got
they're basically like selfie sticks.
Okay.
Because you can actually put this out and then like hold it up. It's like a selfie stick.
Sure.
What one of the things so it's great for influencers, content creators, all sorts of fun stuff, and it's really versatile.
And it's for our podcasting purposes, it's incredibly compact, and the versatility gives you a lot of different ways to set it up in a mobile.
Yeah, it's camera stand. It's camera. It's just our camera tripod.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. It's easy peasy.
So yeah, now we have the option in mobile kits for 1, 2, 4, or 6-person arrangements.
Oh.
And of course, that's on our Shopify store.
Yep, everything on the Shopify store.
Podcastvideos.com.
Yeah, and the whole reason, like we're making these kits because it's so easy to use and anybody can do it. So you don't need to have like a really technical video background. You don't need to understand aperture or shutter speed or anything like that. You literally just have to know how a cell phone camera works and be able to switch it into wired mic mode. Like that's the hardest thing.
It's about as close to plug and play as we get.
Yeah. I set up the shot. I set it up for our client. I set it up with these. I use this exact setup, and it looked really great.
Good deal.
It's even 4K.
Awesome.
Ta-da! Yeah.
Yep. Guys, well, that's a wrap for today. We'll be back, I'm sure, with more topics.
Yeah.
And 8-person kit, 30-person kit. Who knows?
Who knows?
But until then, I'm Dan Kraft.
I'm Rick Galligan.
Until next time, this is Autofocus from podcastvideos.com. Thanks for being here.